Good day, folks. Jonathan Milam here with one of my favorite model horns. It's an old special. In a recent vid, I mentioned the first cornet that I got, first instrument that I got when I was doing my comeback to try and see if I could clean them up and make them look any better. Believe it or not, this is better than what it looked like. This is the younger sister of the old special trumpet. Eventually, the coloring of this one, if left intact, will be similar to the vintage look that we have on the cornet. At any rate, great playing trumpets. I love the nickel silver bell with the bronze tip. Give you an idea what it sounds like. I saw Peter Nero in concert when I was in high school. Would have been the late 70s, probably 75, 76, maybe 77. Just a very, very gracious man. Love that song, The Look of Love, just the interval jumps on it. I think it really highlights what a brass can do. At any rate, this is an old special from about 59. I think it's the third old special trumpet that I've had. And really a unusually big sound out of this trumpet. And I've heard trumpets that people said it had a very round sound. And I always kind of thought a round sound. But I think I understand what they mean. Just such a full sound comes out of this. This horn, I don't know if you can see real well, but has definitely had a little bit of trauma around the bell. It's formed extremely well now, but I can see just a faint hint of a little crescent somewhere up there. Doesn't seem to be so obvious on this side of the bell. A few dings up and down. What do you expect? The thing's almost 60 years old. In fact, it's within a few months of what I am, just a couple of months older, maybe 8 or 10 months older than what I am. I've got some dents and dings too. But the valves are really nice. In fact, they almost got a bounce to them that's just about as fast as I can move my fingers on certain things. We'll get around to that later. But just a really good sound. I've always thought that the nickel silver and the bronze tip gave just a great sound. In fact, for the last 12, 13, 14 years, I've been buying and cleaning and selling horns. This is the only one my son has told me we can't sell because it was our first experiment. And I'll play it in a minute. It's, of course, the Cornet model of this same old special trumpet. Okay, that was, I thought we get a nice dark sound with the mouthpiece that we're using, and that's a Reeves 42C. Of course, I use the 41 rim with it. This is the Reeves C-to-J Bob's trumpet flugel piece, and boy, with a huge throat on that thing. I can almost put my whole eye in there. No, it's an 11 trill, I believe they say. And you talk about a lush sound. Takes a lot of air, but we'll give it a shot and see what you think. mouthpiece can also put out a lot of sound. Now, the thing about a trumpet flugel mouthpiece, of course, it does give you a very mellow tone. I remember a guy, I think it was on Trumpet Herald, and he wrote in, all you're doing is taking out the high overtones. And that saddened me, because there's probably some truth to that. But, you know, for every plus, there's a minus. There's always a trade-off. At any rate, now we'll try and give you an idea what the old special cornet sounds like. And I'm using Mark Curry's vintage cornet mouthpiece. And it does have a very breathy tone. Mark intended that. I think it's got an 18 drill and quite a deep V as well. But we'll just tootle on the same song for a minute. And again, the special trumpet with the Reeve C to J. Really is almost flugelish. Okay, I've got one other mouthpiece I wanted to show. Kind of rounded out, although we started off with a 42C, which is still, to my way of thinking, a very commercial sound. You just got a nice, very full sound. Wasn't shrieky. Now we're going to go to what would certainly lean towards a commercial mouthpiece. And I think this trumpet can pull it all off. You heard the C to J, very mellow, dark tone. And now with this, this is a Bob Reeves 42 shallow V with an enlarged throat by Bob. It's a 25 drill. And we'll play an old chorus that was one of my father's favorites in church. He'd sometimes sing great words. We won't go that far. But I think you'll be able to pick up a little more strident timbre with this. Oh, well, very nice. We'll try and do some chromatic scales. Show you how nimble the trumpet is. It's almost morning time. Okay, this is the old special, wonderful horn, 1959. Great trumpet. unusual and one of the great vintage horns I think that Old's put out. I've had a couple of 3 Supers. I don't think any of them have done much to highlight what this horn can do. Very, very nice trumpet. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a great day. Hope things are going well for you. If not, maybe a little more time on the trumpet will make things good. Have a nice time, folks.